right, we are back for our daily NBA predictions here for Tuesday, February 4th. We've got 7 games in the association today, and obviously we're going to be predicting every single one of them. Yesterday, a pretty good day for us. I mean, we got the Trailblazers at home, another underdog pick for the Blazers. I mean, guys, when are we going to give the Blazers the respect they deserve? This team's playing hot basketball right now. We got them at plus money for the second consecutive game, and I get it. I saw the comments. Oh, the Wizards won. Yeah, it sucks. I don't know. I guess they're not the worst team in history anymore. Anyways, folks, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for some more daily NBA predictions here on the channel. Make sure to leave a like as well if you are enjoying these picks. Also, make sure to go check out our daily college basketball best bets. That was posted 2 hours before this video. We've got some big games today in the Big Ten, Mountain West, Big East. Make sure to check that video out if you have not yet. Again, it is linked in the description down below, along with our UFC 312 predictions, as we have Dricus du Plessis versus Sean Strickland, rematch of their fight last January for the middleweight championship co-main event. Tatiana Suarez challenging for the world championship against the Chinese champion in Zhang Wei Li. All right, on to the first of our 7 games today in the National Basketball Association. Believe it or not, I actually really like the Sixers here. I really do like the Sixers in this spot. They've lost back-to-back games. I get it. Dallas, though, even though they didn't lose anything, comparatively speaking to what they were prior to, this game. Again, this is, post-Luka era. The Mavs are kind of a mess right now, just in the fact that it is a scramble now in Dallas. They lose Luka. It's a shock. Kyrie's playing his first game since the Luka trade. AD is still out. Guys, there's a chance Luka plays his first game before Anthony Davis plays his first game. Now, I will be attending the Lakers-Jazz game on Monday. There's a very good chance 6 days from now, very good chance Luka Doncic will be making his Lakers debut that game. If not, he's going to be making it the Saturday before. But regardless, I got a suite for that game and everything. Regardless, the Mavericks are kind of screwed now. For the time being, when AD comes back, I do think, again, it's going to take Kyrie and AD a little bit of time. Do I think they're a title challenger? No, I don't think they are. I think Chuck said, now all of a sudden, the Mavericks they got to be the number 1 team in the West. So you hated on Anthony Davis for 6 years, but now all of a sudden he's a Maverick. He's, he's an elite big. He's always been an elite big, but I don't think just AD makes this team a title challenger. I don't think it does. I think they're good. I think they're a top 5 team in the West. But honestly, in a 7-game series, are you taking the Mavericks or the Thunder? You're taking the Thunder. Even though the Mavs have their number, I'm taking the Thunder. Luka had the Thunder's number. Rockets versus Mavs, I'm still taking the Rockets. Lakers, Mavs, I'm taking the Lakers. Nuggets, Mavs, I'm taking the Nuggets. And let's throw in Grizzlies versus Mavs. I'm probably taking the Grizzlies. Again, 6th best, 5th best. Memphis is the one. Okay, maybe they'll beat Memphis. I honestly do think in the playoffs, Houston's going to be better than the Grizzlies, in all fairness. But anyways, right now the Mavericks are not going to be that great. I think Joel Embiid is expected to play today. Again, knock on wood, whenever we talk about Joel Embiid potentially playing a game of basketball, he's questionable. Looks like Paul George might be back. He was a full participant in practice yesterday, so maybe PG's back. Looks like Andre Drummond's questionable. Eric Gordon's questionable. KJ Martin and Caleb Martin are questionable. So who knows who's going to play for the 76ers? I think Joel's actually coming back, though. And you combine that with how Tyrese Maxey's been playing. Maxey's been playing like an elite player in the league. He won the Eastern Conference Player of the Week last week as well. I think the Sixers actually get it. Philly's been kind of good at home recently. They're still chasing those Chicago Bulls for the last spot in the play-in, but something tells me the Bulls aren't going to be doing much winning now. I just don't think so. And I don't think the Bulls are done, by the way, trading. I don't think they are. I saw a report today that they're going to try to trade Lonzo Ball for a 2nd-round pick. Lakers, you know what to do. Honestly, what does he really help the Lakers? They don't really need more guard depth. But still, I wouldn't mind bringing out the Lonzo jersey again. Why not? What you're rocking ZO2s. Anyways, give me the Sixers to win this game at home against the Mavs. No AD yet, no wins. Mavericks still discombobulated, if that's the right word. I think it is. Sixers win at home in Philly. Next up, we go to probably the game of the day between the 2 best teams in the Eastern Conference. We got the Boston Celtics taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers. I'm taking Cleveland. I'm taking Cleveland to beat Boston here. I get it. The Cavs went on a little bit of a rough patch, right? Losing to Philly, losing to Houston, and then losing to Houston again. And the Celtics have been good recently as well, but but Boston has kind of just been, getting by in their last couple games. They played a life and death game in New Orleans against the Pelicans. They were very competitive with Philadelphia in Philly as well. And now I don't know if this is the very end of their road trip. I know they're getting towards the end of it. Yes, this is the final game of the road trip. And now they got to go to Cleveland to end this thing off before they head back to the Boston Garden for one game against Dallas, and they head right back on the road to take on the Knicks and the Heat. This feels like a perfect spot for the Cavaliers. We've seen these two teams square off a couple times already this season. Obviously, we saw them the first loss of the year for Cleveland was a loss to the Boston Celtics, but then they played again in Cleveland, and the Cavs won that game by 4 points on December 1st. Now, these two teams have not matched up since, but we've seen the Celtics win once in Boston, and we've seen the Cavaliers win once in Cleveland. I am willing to bet that the Cavaliers win this game again because it's in Cleveland, Ohio. The Cavaliers are just a very tough team to beat. Again, are they regular season coded? They might be. Again, I don't know. I could see the Pacers upsetting this team in the second round, if I'm being completely honest with you. I could see Indiana getting this team in the second round. The way it's playing out right now, Cleveland 1, Boston 2, New York 3, Indiana 4, Milwaukee 5, Miami 6, Pistons 7, Magic 8, Hawks 9. I'll tell you what actually happens here. I'll give you a quick deep dive into the Eastern Conference. It's going to be 1 Cavs, 2 Celtics. I'll go 3 Knicks, 4 Pacers, 5 Bucks. Then it's going to go... I think the Magic get it together. No, probably not. Honestly, hear me out. Hawks 6, Pistons, Magic 7, Pistons 8, Miami 9, Philadelphia 10. Okay? So the play-in's gonna work. Philly beats Miami, and then we'll go Orlando beats Detroit, and then Philly beats Detroit. So it's going to be Cleveland versus Philly. That's going to be a really tough series at full strength taking on the Sixers. The Cavs will get out of it, but they'll win that in like 6 or 7. And then meanwhile, the Pacers are playing the Bucks. The Indiana will get by Milwaukee for the second straight season. Basically everything then is pointing for Giannis to leave Milwaukee right after another first round exit. Regardless, Indiana wins that series. Then Indiana is going to go in there and shock Boston. The other side of the bracket, probably Boston. Actually, no. Boston beats Orlando, and then Atlanta finds a way to get the Knicks. So then you get Atlanta, Boston. I hate to say it, Boston wins. And then Indiana beats Cleveland, and then that's how you get your Pacers-Lakers final. Okay? Just saying. Anyways, the Cavaliers, again, are they regular season coded? Yes. And again, that's a complete hypothetical. They probably beat the Pacers, but honestly, I don't know. I could really see the Pacers getting this team. I'm not going to lie. Like, this team has... 2016 Hawks, 2015 Hawks written all over it. Not gonna lie. They're really good, but someone's gonna find a way to stop the two big system. I think Indiana might be that squad. Miles Turner and Pascal Siakam. I don't know. Give me Cleveland to win this game. It's still the regular season. They're a hot team shooting, and I think they should again be able to beat Boston for the second time in Cleveland this season. We'll see in the postseason. But for now, give me the Cavaliers to beat the Celtics, and they will cover the 1.5 points as well in the process. Next up, we move on to Brooklyn, New York. Just stay away from betting this game. Whatever you do, stay away from the Brooklyn Nets and the Houston Rockets. Again, if you force me on a pick, which again, that's the reason these videos are out, I will take Houston. But I'd so stay away from this. Houston's lost back-to-back games. They lose yesterday to the Knicks, like expected, and then the game before that, they lose at home in Houston to the Nets. The Nets' last game is the Rockets. So Houston has played a game in between, obviously, being New York, and now they got to go to Barclays to Brooklyn to play the Brooklyn Nets. Again, I would completely stay away from this basketball game. If you force me on a pick, yes, I'll take the Rockets. What are the odds the Nets win 3 straight games? Now, I'm waiting for this team to make trades. I don't know who is going to give this team multiple first-round picks for Cameron Johnson, but I think it's a matter of time. Johnson's not playing today. Cam Thomas not playing as well. No Noah Clowney. No Ben Simmons. No Bojan Bogdanovic still. So that might bring you the question, who's actually playing for the Nets today? Well, D'Angelo Russell, Keon Johnson, Zaire Williams, Jalen Wilson, and Nick Claxton. Nick Claxton, in 48 hours or less, better be a Los Angeles Laker, and we better not get Robert Williams. If we get Robert Williams or Jonas Valanciunas, an undersized big, I swear. I know Robert Williams doesn't really play like he's 6'9", but still, no. We want Claxton, Pirtle, or Walker Kessler. All I ask. That team wins a championship with Walker Kessler. I'm serious. For as crazy as that sounds, Walker Kessler is that next piece. He's Andrew Bynum on this different roles. But seriously, we need Walker Kessler in Los Angeles. We'll get to the Lakers later, though. I wouldn't expect the Nets to cover this line. I get they're at home. They just beat Houston. They are so injured. The Rockets looking desperately for a win after 3 straight losses to Memphis, to Brooklyn, and now to New York, obviously. I know they're on a skid. They've been dealing with some injuries. Is Şengün going tonight? I would assume so. No Şengün yesterday. I assume he's playing the second half of a back-to-back. Fred VanVleet's out for multiple weeks, which means, what's Cam Whitmore? I believe Cam Whitmore's got to be up next, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, it means Cam Whitmore. Oh no, they went Jayshawn Tate, didn't they? Well, Whitmore is just gonna have to play extended minutes now. They should probably just start Cam Whitmore. He dropped 18 off the bench. Aaron Holiday scored 15 off the bench as well. A guy averages about like 4 or 5-ish points a game. They're gonna need to find replacements, obviously, for what Fred VanVleet exits the lineup with. But again, the difference maker is Şengün coming back, and hopefully this is Nick Claxton's last game as a Brooklyn Net, and Şengün, hopefully Claxton hangs in there. But I do think Houston wins it. I think they cover. But yes, completely stay away from this basketball game. I wouldn't touch it. Houston on a 3-game losing streak, and Brooklyn on a 2-game winning streak, and the team with a 3-game losing streak is a big underdog, our big favorite. I wouldn't get near it. For now, though, give me Houston to win and cover. Let's move on to our next one. We go to the 6 for the Toronto Raptors and the New York Knicks. Hear me out. I'm taking the Raptors at home. Taking the Raptors at home. We talk about, again, the Blazers being hot. Well, who else is hot? It's the Toronto Raptors. They are the East version of the Blazers right now. The Blazers are better than the Raptors, but still, Toronto's been really good, right? Dating back, that game on January 13th, they enter that Warriors game 8-31. They beat the Warriors, and they proceed to beat the Celtics. They lose to Milwaukee, but then they beat Orlando in back-to-back games in Atlanta, beat the Pels, beat the Wizards, lose to the Bulls at home, but then they bounce back and beat the Los Angeles Clippers. What? So now you get the RJ Barrett revenge game here against the New York Knicks. And it's a second half of a back-to-back for New York. They just played yesterday at home against the Rockets. This feels like an ultimate letdown spot here for New York going on the road. Guys, and this is a classic, we bet against the Knicks because of the minutes their guys play. But everything that the Knicks-Rockets was yesterday was a Tom Thibodeau regular season basketball game. All of his guys played 40 minutes in the starting lineup. They all did. And they came from behind and clutched one out in the fourth quarter. Again, Thibodeau wins big games in the regular season. He doesn't do it in the postseason, though. But again, that's a classic Knicks regular season game. All you guys just played 40 minutes the entire night, so welcome Precious Achiuwa into having to play 40 minutes a night. Miles McBride is their only bench player who plays notable minutes. He's the only guy who plays more than 10 minutes off the bench. Essentially, this team runs a 6-man rotation with Cameron Payne kind of getting to play some as well. It depends on the night. But they had to fight to win that game against a Rockets team that is injured without Şengün and VanVleet. This is an ultimate letdown spot here on the road against the Raptors, who are plus 175 dogs and plus 5.5 point dogs as well, obviously, on the spread. Toronto's healthy. Quickly, Dick, Barrett, Barnes, Pirtle. It's a very good starting lineup for Toronto, obviously, and they've been winning basketball games. Again, we keep saying it, watch out for the Raptors. They are only 4 games out the play-in now. Is Toronto going to get there? Likely not, because Philadelphia will probably keep on winning basketball games now, and Chicago is going to keep falling, but watch out for the Raps. I do think it's a really tough spot for New York. Again, you're going on the road after just playing yesterday. The Raptors had a day off yesterday, and the Raptors are hot. So give me Toronto here. Again, I feel like the Knicks, they gotta be playing on tired legs here. I highly doubt Adenubi's already back. I don't think Adenubi's playing. It looks like Mitchell Robinson's coming back very quickly, very soon. It looks like the Lakers kind of want to get Mitchell Robinson. I wouldn't mind that either. I really wouldn't. Even though I think it's more likely we're gonna get a guy like Claxton. Just no Robert Williams. No Robert Williams. I like Robert Williams, but I much rather have Nick Claxton. Anyways, I'll take the Raptors here. You can take the plus 5.5. I'm fine with the money line too. I like Toronto here at home to shock the Knicks. Again, everything involved. Knicks playing yesterday. Their guys playing 40 minutes. Yeah, give me Toronto at home. Plus 5.5 and plus 175 as well. We move on to our next one. We go to Chicago, Illinois for the Chicago Bulls and the Miami Heat. I'm wearing a Victor Oladipo Miami Heat jersey, by the way. Victor Oladipo, one of my favorite players of all time. Got to be in the top 3 for me. Someone give him a shot, man. I don't even know if he's... No, I saw him on IG. He's still shooting. Give Vic a shot, man. And I'm not talking like IT Isaiah Thomas in the G League. Like, tell me nobody in the NBA could give Victor Oladipo a shot. Like, the Lakers couldn't just throw Vic out there. I mean, seriously. He was on CBS the other day. Oh, he's still doing TV. Oh, I mean, I'm happy for him. He's on TV now. I guess he's working for... I thought he was working for ESPN. He was on CBS yesterday. Just give him a shot, man. Give him a shot. This was a top 10 player in his peak, man. I get it was like 2 years, but still, the injuries, just, yeah, damn. Anyways, I'm taking Miami to beat Chicago here. Maybe the Heat give Vic another shot, right? I remember there was rumblings that him and Jimmy didn't get along. That was just Skip Bayless talking nonsense. Regardless, Miami, are they kind of screwed this year? Yeah, kind of, but I think they still go to Chicago and win. The Bulls have made it very clear they are not interested in winning basketball games, especially with that return they got for for Zach LaVine. They got Kevin Huerter back, which is great. I think Huerter's making his Bulls debut tonight, but I mean, Huerter's not bad. He's a bench guy who averages 8 points a game. Okay. Looks like Lonzo Ball has been inserted in the starting lineup. Love that. I think Zoe's great. He's going to be starting at the 2 now for Chicago. He really brings some defense, honestly, to that lineup. And I hope eventually Lonzo gets back to the point that he was at prior to that injury when he was playing on Chicago, because, again, Zoe was elite back then. Truly, Zoe was one of the best guards in the league that half season. He was incredible to watch. Regardless, the Bulls have made it very clear, though, they are willing to trade Lonzo, which is fine with me. Get him out of here. Vucevic is up. Anyone's up for trade negotiations other than Matas Buzelis. Matas is the only guy they won't trade. There are good pieces on this team, but the Bulls are playing extremely small. They're playing Kobe White at the 3 now. They're playing Ayo Dosunmu at the 4. It's really not going to match up with the Heat. I assume they're going to start Matas tomorrow, because Dosunmu's 6'5", and you're going to put him on Bam Adebayo. I assume Matas is going to start, but that's a big ask out of Matas, the rookie. He was good, but you're going to ask him to guard Bam Adebayo all game long, because obviously Khalil Ware will be on Vucevic, or if not, then you'll just put Khalil Ware on Matas. Yeah, no. I like the Heat a lot in this spot. Again, Tyler Hero's an all-star somehow, some way over both LaMelo Ball and Trae Young, and you see the Trae Young game winner last night? We told you the Hawks were eventually going to win a basketball game, and they did it last night, plus money. Can Trae be an all-star, please? I'm not hoping for an injury, but he's an all-star. Come on. Hey, Melo's hurt right now. He can't fill in. It has to be Trae next. But the Heat should go in here and win with Tyler Hero, with Bam Adebayo. Khalil Ware has been good in his role this season, and Miami's bench isn't bad. So give me the Heat to go into Chicago and win. The Bulls are in no position to win. I think their management has made it very clear they do not care about winning right now, even though they currently hold a play-in spot. Give me Miami to go on the road and beat the Chicago Bulls and cover the 3.5 points as well. Let's go to the Battle of LA. The Los Angeles Lakers take on the Los Angeles Clippers. Again, I'm going to be conservative here at the Lakers. I know what you're thinking. Oh, not picking the Lakers to win. Yeah, guys, the Lakers on the road, or no, honestly, just the Lakers against the Clippers, and especially in the Intuit Dome, it scares me. It scares me. I'm still taking them to cover. Personally, I still will play plus 7.5 for the Lakers. I think the plus 260 for the Lakers is more than worth the sprinkle. But here's the thing, guys. The Clippers, and Steve Ballmer cooks this stuff up, probably. The Clippers, this is their Super Bowl every time they play the Los Angeles Lakers. It just is. This game means more to them than being healthy for the postseason. And now am I insinuating that, the Clippers should rest their guys tonight? No. And obviously they will never rest their guys against the Los Angeles Lakers. Kawhi is always magically healthy for this basketball game. But still, this game means more to the Clippers than anything else, is beating the Lakers on your home court at your new arena. The Clippers will make it their mission to win this basketball game. I think they probably do. Again, we will see when Luka is going to debut for the Lakers. That's going to happen fairly shortly. Luka is going to play within the next week. Again, at latest, it seems like Monday will be Luka's debut. He is going to be inserted very quickly into this lineup. We're not going to have to wait very long to see LeBron play with another star. For now, it's AR, probably Dalton connected the 2 with Max Christie gone, Hachimura, LeBron, Jackson Hayes. Again, you're not just losing AD now, you're losing Christie as well. But here's the thing, again, that's fine, Dalton Connect can play, but now you're taking Connect off the bench, and who's your backup 1? Well, it's Gabe Vincent, but he might be hurt. So then it becomes Shake Milton. Then you think about it, wait, who's your backup 2? Well, okay, then that probably becomes Shake Milton. Oh, so who's the backup 1 now with Gabe Vincent out? It's Bronny James. So I'm not joking. Bronny's going to play meaningful minutes tonight if Gabe Vincent doesn't play this one. Vincent's probable, though, so he'll probably give it a go. LeBron's probable. Cam Reddish, questionable. I think that was very clear that Cam Reddish is doubtful. I think there's something going on with Cam Reddish in terms of injury-wise. They say he's out for personal reasons this game, but Reddish didn't even get in on the 50-point blowout in D.C. the other night against the Wizards. So I think Reddish is somewhat injured. That's fine. Is Markieff Morris suiting up tonight? Oh, he is. Hey, Markieff Morris is going to do nothing for this basketball team. He is nothing but a veteran presence. But welcome back. Markieff Morris was the champion with the Lakers. I'm glad to have Markieff back on the squad. That's great. I'm going to pull out my number 88 Morris Senior jersey. I don't have that. Didn't he have like education reform on his jersey? I think that was him. 88 Morris Senior Education Reform. That's an all-time jersey if someone has that. Anyways, no way I'm just looking on Markieff Morris' ESPN page, and there's a video that says, is Markieff Morris the missing piece for the Lakers? I hope that video is 2 years old, or 4 years old now at this point. Anyways, the Lakers, I think they cover here. I think LeBron puts up a crazy performance. I don't think they beat the Clippers, though. I just don't think they do. Again, this is the Clippers Super Bowl. Kawhi is going to randomly score 25 tonight. Norman Powell is going to probably put up 20. And then James Harden's going to dish 10 assists and put up 15 points. And Zubac will probably score 18 as well. It's just, again, the Clippers, they will play their ass off to win this basketball game. This is just Tuesday for the Lakers. Just is. The Lakers are playing for championships. The Clippers are playing to be the Kings of LA. Ooh. It's fine. It's fine. Lakers will beat the Warriors on Thursday. They'll beat the Pacers on Saturday. And then they'll win back-to-back games against the Utah Jazz before the All-Star break. Let's move on to our final game of the night. We go to Portland, Oregon. Now, I was actually going to take the Blazers before their game went into overtime last night. As soon as the Blazers went into overtime, okay, now I'm taking the Pacers. Again, Portland had to play extended minutes in that game. Indiana was fighting from behind that entire game yesterday at Salt Lake, and somehow they found a way to win. Shout out Siakam. Tyrese had another good night. The Pacers find ways to win, and that's why I like that Pacers team so much. They have really turned it around this season. So again, I was still going to take Portland to beat Indiana in this spot, but then again, when Portland went into overtime, I was like, all right, Simons, Ajiva fouled out at the very end of the game, but he played most of that game. DeAndre Ayton. These guys are going to be on tired legs now. And I get it, Indiana will be too, because they just played at elevation in Salt Lake City, but they didn't have to play those extra 5 minutes. Trust me, guys, those 5 minutes do matter. And also, Miles Turner should be back in the lineup tonight. He didn't play yesterday against Utah. I'd expect Miles to be back. And again, that's just a pair of fresh legs for Indiana to get back. And Siakam's been great, obviously. Spicy P's been an all-star this season. And obviously, that's the recognition that he's gotten. Indiana's lost 2 games in 2025. The game in Paris against the Spurs and the game against the Cavaliers at home, right after they beat the Cavs. Indiana's been really good all year long. Portland, don't get me wrong, they are super hot. Back-to-back victories over the Suns, win against the Magic, win over the Bucks prior to that. I mean, this team, guys, has now won 8 out their last 9 games, with the only loss being to the best team in the association in the Oklahoma City Thunder. I got to give this team credit, but the Pacers do play a game that's going to tire you out, especially if you're coming off the second half of a back-to-back. I get it, Indiana is too, but Portland had to play those extra minutes. Indiana is going to push the pace in this game. They are going to run all night long here on Portland, and I think they're going to make it difficult in the Blazers to win this game. I really think so. I'm going to take Indiana on the road. I really like what Portland's been doing. Don't get me wrong. I think they probably get Sacramento on Thursday. Then they got to go on the road, and we'll see what happens there. But I am impressed with what the Blazers have been doing recently. But I am going to have to fade them in the spot. Give me my guys in Indiana. Give me the Sirs, Tyrese Halliburton. Give me Pascal Siakam. And hopefully Miles Turner comes back for this game as well. So give me Indiana on the road in Portland. And no, Miles Turner's not getting traded for the 8th consecutive season. He's going nowhere. Knock on wood. Unless it's the Lakers, then I'm okay with it. But no, he's not going anywhere. Regardless, folks, thank y'all for watching our NBA predictions here for February 4th. If you have not yet, though, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for more. Make sure to leave a like if you did enjoy the video. Make sure to comment if you do disagree with any of the picks. Thank y'all for watching, folks, and Mamba forever.